In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make one of the most versatile Mexican salsas. It's called Pico de Gallo. If you've ever eaten at a Mexican restaurant, then you've surely had the salsa. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to put this together in less than 10 minutes in your own kitchen. Stay tuned. Welcome to Mexican Cooking Academy, where we celebrate Mexican heritage and cuisine. Now, for many years now, I've been obsessed with Mexico and Mexican cuisine. And in September of 2020, I decided to move from California all the way down to Mexico to live out my dream of making and learning everything there is to know about Mexican food. And I'll be sharing that with you today. And in today's video, we'll be learning how to make Pico de Gallo. Pico de Gallo is also commonly known or referred to as salsa de bandera or Mexican salsa. And the reason it's called this is because of the colors it uses. So it uses a white onion, it uses cilantro for the green, and it uses red, which is tomato. And those three colors are the colors of the Mexican national flag. An interesting fact is that Pico de Gallo translates literally into English as the beak of a rooster. Now, as to why it has that name, you can have your own interpretations of that. My favorite interpretation, as there is no official agreed upon definition of it, is that it has something to do with the fact that the roosters are very feisty, and this salsa, when you add jalapeño in it, can be very spicy as well. And if you've ever been around roosters and you lived around them like I have, you don't want to mess around with them. So I think that's my favorite interpretation of the name of the salsa, but I'm sure you have your own, and if you do, let me know down in the comments. Before we start, if you love Mexican food as much as I do and the culture, then hit that subscribe button. That's gonna let you know when new content is posted, and I do post new content each week. And with that, let's get into the recipe. Now, traditionally, this salsa uses tomato, onion, cilantro, and some kind of a green chili such as serrano or jalapeño. Now, there are variations, just like with every single meal that we're gonna be making on this channel, and these depend on the region, but in some regions, they like to add mango, some add watermelon, some add oranges, and a bunch of other ingredients. So I haven't tried any of those except the one with watermelon, and that one I liked a lot. But if you've had any of the other ones, let me know down in the comments. I'm curious to hear what you recommend, and maybe I'll make that for one of my next videos. Now, we start by slicing our red onion in half because we only need half of an onion, and we're gonna dice this as fine as possible. Likewise, we wanna dice our tomatoes similarly as well. So same size, same shape, and make sure that if there are white parts in a tomato that you take that out in the middle, because those are not very nice to eat. They don't have a lot of flavor, and it's just a stem part. Next, what we want to do is chop up our jalapeno or serrano pepper. Here, I'm using a jalapeno. I really like jalapenos. I think serranos are a little bit too spicy for me. This one in particular actually is not spicy, but I still took out the seeds nonetheless. Most of the spice in these chilies comes from the seed itself. So if you want yours to have extra kick, and if you don't find it to be too spicy, then you can leave the seeds in and you can mix all that together as well. We also want to dice 3 to 5 sprigs of cilantro into the salsa as well, and that's going to give it that traditional Mexican texture and flavor to it. Finally, with all the ingredients combined in a bowl, what we want to do is add a generous pinch of salt and add a half a lime or up to 1 lime into the salsa as well. Stir all the ingredients and taste it to see if it tastes the way you like it to. Most likely you'll need to add a little bit of more lime and a little bit of more salt. And don't be too shy when adding salt and lime, because as long as you don't have your doctor in the kitchen with you, you should be fine. But in general, those two ingredients help act as preservatives and also flavor enhancers. And that's gonna make this salsa taste really well and really fresh. Finally, I like to transfer my Pico de Gallo into a glass jar, and that's gonna help keep it fresh for a while. Although the issue for me is that usually this salsa doesn't last more than a day because I end up devouring all of it the same day with some chips. But yeah, you can serve it with chips, eat it with chips, or right here I have it right on top of a tamale. It's a really wonderful way to enjoy the salsa as well. It's a very versatile salsa. It goes well with meats and it goes well with tacos. And as you can see here, it goes well with tamales. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Hit the thumbs up button if you did like it, and hit the subscribe button because I do post new recipes each week. So if you love Mexican food and culture, then you're really gonna be liking the content that I'll be posting here. As always, if you have any questions about this recipe, leave me a comment down below. I get to all the comments eventually. And if you've tried any other variations on Pico de Gallo, I'd love to hear it. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought worked well for you. Until next time, live long and prosper.